Hello and welcome back, me. um, I do believe there is a little bit of a lag going on here, and you're not with me yet. You're about a minute behind. But we'll just check that. If you can hear me and if you can see everything, can you just let me know? Hey, Charles, how are you? On my screen, it's just saying 37 seconds to go. So I don't know if you can see anything yet, Charles, or hear anything. But let me know if you can or you can't. Good to see you. And, let's move on. We're going to be doing the Seoul save. I do have a lot of big news coming up. I'll wait until there's a few more in. And we'll talk about the big news that has happened. I did have a little bit of an event, medical wise, and as a result, things have changed. A result of a lot of things, and it's big news, very, very big news, which I'll go into. And there's a few more regulars around. So for now, we're just gonna revel in this save, including this, which happened, and this is the new update, which I haven't tried yet, so I don't know what it looks like. The 1.2 is it that it's known as. So we'll have a look at this tonight, because I haven't played since it happened. I haven't played any Football Manager. This, of course, was the Champions League victory. And I don't know how we did it. I have absolutely no idea how we did it, because there were, I think, 10 players who were not registered in time, who were first-team players and couldn't play in the last 3 games of the competition, the hardest ones. And we got off to a really decent start, and that was good football, and it was a good goal by Moon Sun Min. I'm kind of astonished how we beat a Saudi team in the semi-final as well, despite being hammered, really. And this was the first time I've actually played defensive in a game, because we were actually hammered in this game. My striker also got injured, and I didn't have another one. So I brought on a 17-year-old, and this is what he did. He just burst free, 17 years old. I'll have some of that. And he put me 2-0 up, and things were going very, very well. Have I ever tried managing Wolves? I haven't, actually. I think I've done a couple of tests with Wolves, testing tactics and stuff, but I don't think I've ever done a save with Wolves, Charles. Are you managing Wolves at the moment? It's probably not very easy, and probably quite difficult. You'd have to be tactically quite solid at the back, I would imagine. Not quite sure how I'd set Wolves up. Probably 3 at the back, I think. But they came back to 2-1, but we won the Champions League in the end. So now, as it's a journeyman, and I've won the Champions League in Southeast Asia, in Asia, then I guess I have to look for a new club. But at the moment, my thoughts are Brazil, Argentina, or a club in South Africa. And there's nothing available at the moment. So I guess we just keep going until we spot. There's only 3 jobs available. And I don't fancy Australia, and moving to another club in Korea doesn't make sense. We're better than Anyong anyway. So I don't know. It's not looking good in terms of movement at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on what comes up in there. But it might be, because we're halfway through the season, it might be that the South African jobs or the South American jobs become available at the end of the season. But I've just got to focus on the other competitions now. We are top of the league, of course. And we're still in I believe we are still in the Korea Cup. Or have we been knocked out? No, we're still in the Korea Cup. I can't remember who that is. Ulsan. And we did win that last year. In terms of the league, we are top of the league. opened up a 6-point gap. We have a game in hand. Everything is looking good, and we've won the Champions League. So there we go. Things are looking pretty good, but I want to move on now. There's no point in staying here in South Korea when we've pretty much done everything. I just want to have a quick look at the opposition report. The things that I'm really interested is in their expected tactical style. This probably means we should be pushing the line up. Their goal analysis. Well, they do score a lot of goals early on and they fade in the second half. And in terms of their assists, they're very dangerous down the right-hand side, I can see. So I don't want an attacking fullback down that left-hand side. In terms of conceding assists, it's kind of much of a muchness. They don't concede many goals. But we really need to get it into the penalty area, I think. And apart from that, I don't see that there's anything that we need to be particularly worried about them. I can't remember which team it is now that we're playing. If I go back, who is it? Suwon. They're near to the bottom of the league. I think we should be playing in a positive way, but that doesn't tend to work for me with this team. And so we'll look about setting up tactically here. I think we'll keep the tempo at standard, shorter passing. I like the way they move the ball around at this speed. I can't remember, it's such a long time since I played the game. And we need to work the ball into the box. We'll start doing that anyway. And I don't think we need to progress through. I may need to check this. And I think everything is fine there. And it's just the line, really. Where do I want to put my line? We'll have a standard line and a mid-block. That's how we normally start. We'll play cautiously. We win most of our games playing cautiously. So I don't, at the moment, really want to change anything. I'm just going to quickly look at the league again and go to the stats. And we're going to go to team stats. And I'm going to look at their attacking and their cross completion percentage. And their bottom of the league, 10% only cross completed. So I don't really feel there's anything I need to worry about, except I do want to make sure I've got my fullback on the left-hand side is not too attacking. And he should be, where's my team? Oh, there it is. He should be playing as a fullback anyway. And just check that he's not being told to get too far forward. I might ask him just not to, because they are quite dangerous down that. And I do have a centre mid who'll go missing here because he is asked to make more runs. So just keep this boy in place. I think we'll be okay. So in terms of the team, I should have tired players, but I've been able to bring back some players. Chu Young-wook has recovered from his injury. And I'm going to keep that young boy on the bench, I think. Although my bench is in a right mess here. To sort my bench out. So I've got a fullback. I'm not quite sure I need him in there. Park Chu-si should come in here. Oh, what am I doing? Up into the subs, and he can go. I do find this a little bit fiddly. I don't know about you guys. I don't know. In the old game, it used to be so much easier. So I've got two decent fullbacks now. I've got a good centre-back. I've got 2 good DMs there. Although, he's one of my best players, isn't he? I thought he was. I can't remember. And Choi, I'm not quite sure how good he is. Not very good. Yeah, I think I want to play. And Kang Sunjin is not my best attacking mid. Luis Diaz is injured, so I can't play him. Miras is injured. Kim Jong-hyun is not. I think he's the DLP. Yeah, he's the best DLP. And then I need to... Kun Jun-jin can come in here. And... got lots of injuries now. That's my big problem. Won Sung can come in on the wing. Which means... I think he's a good player. I think he's a very, very good player. He's a DM. So he can come onto the bench. And he can come on for this geezer. And I don't know if I want Choi Jun-young on the bench. I need to have a striker, but I'm a bit short of strikers at the moment. I can't see my young lad here at the moment. Not quite sure where he's gone. Is that him? Yeah, he's there. So I think we'll be okay with that bench. Short of a winger. So let's put... Right, I got the bench sorted out now. Okay. Oh, wait. There's a problem here. He's not... who is my attacking mid? Unless I switch these two over. That doesn't work. Maybe he is the attacking mid. And that's probably better. Okay, let's go to the game. Let's go and play some football. Let's kick some balls. So here we go. As I said, there is some news coming up later on. Why didn't we go to the game there? Oh, there is a problem, is there? What is the problem now? Squad size of 19 due to one substitute. So what is the rule I've broken? What rule have I broken? I don't know. Forever breaking rules. Who's this geezer? Centro defender. It's not about foreign players. I've only got 3 foreign players in the entire team. So it's not about... Maybe it's because... I don't know what it is. I can't understand this. This is one of the weirdest things. They're all South Korean on the bench, and I don't know what rule I'm breaking. So let's take one out. Let's take him out. And now we can probably go to the match. And now it says, you've only selected 8 substitutes from a possible 9. So, yeah, fair enough. You wouldn't let me, and I don't know why. So don't remind me. I know I've only got 8 subs. But just tell me why I've only got 8 subs. I'm a Manchester United supporter, Charles. And you? Don't tell me you're a Man City supporter. Oh, no. Okay. Address the team. It's a long time since I've played this. I think we need to show everyone. I don't know if that's... I think this is a match we should be winning. I need a strong defence. dominate the midfield. And let's have some quality. And this is probably the same, where I have to stop the game now and go and do my opposition instructions. And they're playing with a 4-3-3. This is a game I could easily lose, actually. If I like, these bottom of the league teams are often, well, always for me, the hardest teams to beat. But I would suspect, given what I've seen, that they'll try to play it as wide as they can, even though they're going to play a control possession game. In which case, I might have to drop the line even further. I do find it very, very difficult to beat these teams. I'm not sure why I find it difficult to beat them, whereas beating teams near the top is very, very simple. But beating these guys down the bottom of the league, almost impossible. And it does look like maybe what I've got to do is have a higher line. And that's the first thing I'm spotting at the moment, is there's too much space outside the penalty area. And we're just letting them play outside the box, and they're going to punish me in a moment. Here's another example where they've got too much space. And I think, need to lift up my line, because I'm going to get punished if I don't. So we'll just go with a higher line and just push up and put them under pressure outside the box. They've started pretty well. They do score, as I recall, they do score a lot of goals. Interestingly, a team at the bottom of the league that scores a lot of goals, they do score a lot of goals early on. So we've got to survive, basically, until we grow into the game. That's how to approach this. And it does look like we've weathered the early storm. Perhaps moving the lineup has caused the algorithm to change it the way it's thinking. Oh, a little Rabona. Sadio Mane. Well. It's a Rabona there. You just gotta love it. I'm not too happy with him doing shit like that. Just like at the beginning of the game. If we're 4-0 up, I don't mind. But it did result in a goal. So I'm not too unhappy. Nicely done at the end of the day. Thank you, Charles. Just like, well, there we go. It was just really that it was a good spot. They had far too much space outside my penalty area. And the thing about this whole game of Football Manager is, if you make a good decision, you get rewarded. It's 1-1. But if you don't make the right decision, then it punishes you, and there's still something wrong. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it wasn't that they had too much space. It was, in fact, that they got behind us now. So there you go. I had to push the line up to stop them having the space. Was it the right call? Because letting them shoot from outside the box might have been a better thing to do. I don't know. We'll see how this game pans out now. We're staying cautious, simply because I don't want to give too much space up. And they will take advantage of it if I start pushing forward to open up and pushing too many players forward. They'll open me up like a can of beans, especially teams down the bottom. Although we are the best defensive team in the league here, it's because we've defended. We've relied on our attack to take our chances when they get them, and been very solid by not actually letting players roam around too much. So let's hope that is Suwon's goal of the game, and that we dominate the ball now. And it is such an odd game, this, sometimes. I think we're set up fine. I don't think that we need to do anything more. I think the line change was okay. They just got behind me, and that's going to happen. But I just got to hope that that's not going to be. I might have to press more if they start doing that, getting behind my fullbacks. Then I might either have to drop the line or press more. We shall see. If we get another goal, though, heat will be off. We're passing it around now, so we do have a chance. It's past the post. And, not a bad effort. Just looking at this, we've been the better team, but their XG is very, very good. And they do score a lot of goals for a team that's bottom of the league. So I'm guessing if they're bottom of the league and they score a lot of goals and they keep getting good XG, it must mean that they are vulnerable to attack. And so maybe I've got to be a little bit more, as we come up to half time, we've got to probably go a little bit more attacking. We don't want to overdo it. But we might be just allowing them too much in terms of respect. And maybe it's time now to start upping the way that we are attacking. Because if they are bottom of the league and they score a lot of goals, they must be conceding a lot. And it's time maybe to start getting into attacking areas like this and whipping in the goals like that. And finally, we've got our lead back. And we're 2-1 up. I'm quite happy as we come up to half-time. Made a couple of decisions that have seemed to have gone our way. But nothing too drastic. I think possibly we just need to just get a few more players forward. And just by upping it to balanced, we've probably done that. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in the box. Our XG has now improved and got better than theirs. We've got the possession. It's quite even, I would say. But we're doing well. Let's have a goal from a corner then, boys. We're looking good both on the pitch. Thank you, Mr. Assistant. As you notice, we haven't got Yumi anymore. That was just a bit of fun that I did with Yumi. Just to see if, I don't know, I was messing with AI to see what AI could come up with. I quite enjoyed that. But yes, I have had a few problems. I don't know if there's any regulars in yet. I'm not seeing any regulars at the moment. I'm going to assume that they're going to come in at some point. Not much you can do about set pieces, but we defended it okay. I'm going to assume that some of the regulars will come in at some point, and then we'll talk about what my plans are for the future and what is going to actually happen in terms of life, not in terms of FM, because it's going to affect FM for a little while, I think. But I've certainly made some decisions over the past few days. Big life-changing decisions. And so once I start seeing some of the more regulars, of course, Charles now is a regular. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm better now. Better now, Rob. I did have a little bit of an episode, and the doctor advised me that I had to rest, which is what I've done. I've done what I was told. Should I say I don't like what I just saw? No, it'd be a bit mean, wouldn't it? Stay focused. This is a big game. And if you win this game... Yeah, you weren't that bad. He wasn't that bad. Fair play. If you win this game... That could put us... 9 points clear. That's an interesting little kick-off. So, Diamani, you missed that, Rob Tuff. Did you miss his goal, Rob Taff? Did you miss the Sadio Mane incident? Did you just come in too late for that? Absolutely stunning. Although, if I was a manager, I'd be a little bit cross with him. But well, how stunning it was. And I'd send him off for a free. That's not very sporting. Send him off. There was never any night clubbing before Rob Taff, I can assure you. But yeah, I had... it's something apparently that's going to happen from time to time. And the more stress I'm under, the more chance it is of happening. It's not serious. It's not life-threatening. But when it happens, and it will happen now and again, I'm just told, just rest and just stay in bed for a week. Just rest. Don't do anything. Hi, Tom. Good evening. Any advice for a Fulham save? I can't say I've ever done a Fulham save, but looking at how they're playing in real life, I think I'd probably be tempted to copy what they're doing in real life. The way that they're playing in real life, because they are playing very, very well. You're not going to win the league with them, but you probably could get into the top 7, maybe into Europe. I would say with the Fulham team, I would set up defensively and counter-attack. That's how I would. You've got lots of bags of pace there. Jimenez is no slouch, and then you've got Wilson on the wing there. He's a decent player. Yeah, I would say counter-attack them, the opposition, set up defensively, give your defenders time to defend by not defending too high. As I do here, I very rarely will have a high line. I've got a high line today because they were creating far too much space in front, and so I've pushed the line up, and it's causing them to hurry things a little bit now. So yeah, that's my advice for doing a Fulham save. Basically, Max, how you doing? I am better now. I'm feeling a lot better. I had a little bit of an episode. Like I was just saying, it is going to happen from time to time. But the more stress I'm under, the more... Go on, son, go on. The more likely these events will happen. So as a result, I'm making some changes to my life. It's not been helped. The decision was helped by other things going on. I need to make some changes on the pitch now first. Because these players are going to be knackered. And Choi Jun, have I got another? No, I took that other right back out, didn't I? This guy shouldn't be too unwell, because he hasn't done any running. I told him not to run up the pitch. 2 midfielders. So Moon, no, he comes over this one. And he comes in there. The attacking mid is okay. Let's give this young kid a go. Oh, I think that's it for subs. I think I've broken the rules somewhere, and so I'm only allowed 3 subs. Not quite sure what rule I broke, but the game doesn't point that out to me. It doesn't tell me what rule I'm breaking. But I suppose that's my job, and they've hit the post and they almost come back at us there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to a more cautious way of playing now. Just try and hold on to the result. So yeah, I did have a problem. It's related to my heart. It's not serious, not life-threatening. It just gave me a bit of a fright, but I know how to deal with it now. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. The AI has changed the way they are playing. So let's go and deal with that. And we're going to... Did you spot that, guys? That the AI have changed the way that they're playing? Did you spot it? That's twice that happened. Those little through balls between the centre back and the full back. That's a way that the AI does change the game. And we have to stop that now. So we'll lower the line as well. And that will stop them from doing that and force them to shoot from distance, just like that. So it's just like knowing the game. But luckily I spotted that because I was chatting away. And hopefully we'll see this game out now. But yeah, I have made a big decision that I'm leaving the UK. And that is the big decision that I've made. And I think, I have 3 adopted Filipino daughters. I'm missing them really bad. And they are missing me too. And I think it nailed it when I was talking to one of them about my plans and said that I would be going there very soon. And she just replied, I am so happy, Ty. And I need to go where the love is. I need to go. In the UK, I could die tomorrow and nobody would know until the smell got too bad. That's the reality of living in the UK. And I just need to go where the love is. And I need to make them happy. I need to make me happy. And so I've set a date for that to happen, the 27th of April. And I will be moving permanently. I've got a lot of work to do, telling the banks and the pension company and all that sort of stuff. I'm not quite sure how it's going to affect my FM streaming, because I'll probably have to stream at around 4 o'clock in the morning to make that happen. But I will make it happen. Focus plate on the right. Are you mad? We're doing all right. I haven't seen anything that would suggest we should, well, apart from this, that should suggest we focus play down the right. But here you go. The assistant might be right. We've just got it down the right, but a little bit too much dribbling. And the other thing that happened was that my rent went up and the housing allowance went down. And so I was always planning, as most of you know, that I was going to move to the Philippines. So with that happening and me putting it off, saying I'm going to keep saving money, saving money becomes more difficult now. So might as well just go. And there we go. Another victory in the bag for Seoul. And I think it's for the best. I can avoid stress. It's very stressful here. And I really need to be avoiding stress. As I said, I'm not sure how it's going to affect my FM. That's new, that changing room. I'm going to say nice work. We were the away team, so nice work, everybody. And that should put us 9 points clear now. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And we got to catch this in time, haven't we? So, yeah, that is the big news. I agree, Max. Sebesse, how are you doing? You're doing a wolf save, Charles. Hales Owen. Which one are you actually enjoying most, Charles? This is the first time, Sebesse, that I have actually tried the new game. The update, anyway. And to be honest, am I seeing a difference? Not yet. Not yet. Although I've got to, for those who weren't in earlier, you've got to see this. I don't know if we can just play this one. This is just awesome. The first goal we scored since playing, and I haven't played the game for about 4 weeks. You just watch what happens here. For those of you who didn't see it, watch what happens here. It's just awesome. They're going to show a ton of highlights first, are they? This is just brilliant. I think they do tend to show a lot of the game before they show the goal, don't they? I've noticed that. But then sometimes I thought in FM24 the highlight was too short because it didn't show the really good football that built up the goal. But watch this. This is just magic. And what a goal it turned out to be. First goal since I came back. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's get forward to the goal. Where is it? Are we getting anywhere near it? I think we are, aren't we? I think we're getting there. There's a little pass here over the top to Saudi Mane. Look what he does now. Now that is class. That is absolute class. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that one. You're enjoying the Hales Owen one. That's because lower leagues tend to be much better, to be honest. Yes, Max, the UK is not good for pensioners. I know I've lived here for 3 years now, since coming back from Vietnam, and the UK has changed so much. It's quite a hostile country, actually. I don't know. It's not particularly that I need to leave the UK. I need to be where the love is, and it's not in the UK. That's somewhere else in the world. And I can and ah about it until the cows come home, and keep telling myself I'll put it off until this time because I'll have a bit more money. But as my money has gone down, then that's going to take even longer. So I just decided, just do it. And after the stream tonight, I will book the flight. Tomorrow I will be contacting the banks. I've got a string of things to do before I can actually leave. So that is the plan. The biggest change is going to be I will be doing a lot of work on my other channel. Now, I know I won't be around so much on FM. I am going to do definitely one stream a week. If I can manage 2, then I'll do 2 streams a week, which I probably could. But I will need a month or so to get set up. That's the other thing. But I won't be going away. But in the meantime, I will be uploading a lot of stuff to my other channel. Now, I know a lot of you have become like friends to me, and if you want to follow me, and I will be doing a lot of videos on the transition and then what happens afterwards, and how the move goes, and hopefully you'll get to see me enjoying myself in my new environment and living it up a little bit instead of being stuck in a room. And those videos will be uploaded to my other channel, and the link to that is in the description for this stream. So if you want to stay in touch with me, and I'd love to stay in touch with so many of you. I've got close to so many of you over the last year, 2 years. So subscribe to that channel so that you can stay in touch with me. And I'll be streaming from there, doing various things. And come and join me over there, because that probably will be where my focus is. But I hope to be streaming FM at least twice a week. It's going to be a big change, and I'm going to record every moment of it, even the lead up to it and the things that I have to do, so that if people are following behind me, they'll know what to do. And I can imagine a lot of people are looking to... James, I didn't see you there. Good to see you, buddy. So I would imagine that a lot of people will be wanting to leave the UK in the coming year or so. I think there's now 5.5 million pensioners who have already left the UK. 1.8 million left last year. That's got to be giving the government a message, surely. So if you do want to follow my journey as I cross over to the other side of the world, then do join that channel. The link is in the description. And let's promote that channel and help that channel to take off as well. That would be so cool. Rob Tuff, the cost of living is a lot lower, yes. My daughter was telling me the other day, and I was talking to her, and I was like, is $400 enough for rent for an apartment? She's like, She's like, I think we'll get you a furnished 2-bedroom house for about $200. So, okay. So the cost of living's a lot cheaper. I'm not going to party, Rob. I just want a quiet life. Like I said, I want to be near my daughters. They want me to be there. So there's no reason why not to go. And I don't know why I'm putting off this next game. We have to play Suwon again. Are these the same team? Suwon and Suwon? No, they're different teams. Who are Suwon FC then? They're slightly worse than Suwon. Yeah, and I kind of like I'm going to be so grateful because although I've lived in Asia for almost 20 years of my life, so the actual move isn't anything that worries me at all. No, I don't want a new contract, and I don't want them offering me one either. So the actual move is not something that I would fear anyway. But I'm not getting any younger, and it would be just nice to... I'm going to give him a day off. It would be just nice to... No, I can't give him a day off now, can I? It's gone to Friday. To have somebody there, somebody to meet me at the airport. I know Mavel, the youngest one, she is allowing me to use her family's address as a temporary address when I leave. So they're all going to rally round and make sure the transition is as smooth as possible. Have I ever done a wolf save? I think I've answered that one, Charles, didn't I? No, I haven't done a wolf save. I've done some tests with them, and maybe one day I should do a wolf save. I can't see it happening in the near future. But I would think that you're going to get better results from wolves than wolves are getting in real life. I wouldn't worry too much about doing a wolf save. Like everything else, like when you're playing, this team is not particularly good. This Seoul team is not particularly good. They're predicted to finish in 8th, I think it was, and we're just winning everything. And the reason why we're doing it is because I know that we are limited in terms of our ability. So defend first. I would always say defend first. FM will let you score goals. All you got to do is defend well. And that's what we're doing. You see, in the last game, we just played cautiously against a team who were bottom of the league. And we had to make a couple of tweaks. We did notice that the AI had changed the way it was playing, so we made a couple of tweaks, but they weren't difficult tweaks to make. We could see what was happening. Whew, should I make all this many changes? Why not? Why not, indeed? I wonder if this works now. Does it work? Mane's up top. Yeah, it does work, doesn't it? But you always have to redo your bench then. So Choi Jun, I don't know, because he's picked the bench now, so it's I'm probably going to get away with it. But then there's probably players here that I don't need or haven't got enough of. So I don't need 3 centre-backs, to be fair. 2 centre-backs. But he's probably picked it. See, I could use another forward here. A left winger, perhaps. I don't have one, actually. because they're all injured. So we'll go with what he's suggested. We'll have a look at what this other Suwon team are like. Yeah, it probably is quite hard, but my advice to you, Charles, would be set up to defend. And then that is probably for teams of lesser ability, then, shall we say, defend. I've been playing this game now for like 16 years. I've kind of come to that conclusion over the years. Although the first 4 years I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I had no idea. So expect us to win. Yeah, you always expect us to win. You expected me to win the Champions League. The board did. Like, we just did not have. Where's my preparation? That looks okay. Probably should do corners, but because we haven't done corners for a while. Can I change it? Probably not. Not now. It's gone past the sell-by date. Tactical advice. These are always fun. These are really good fun. Recommend we should start with a balanced mentality. Let's not, because we play better when we play cautious. And I think we should play through the press. Well, absolutely. And I think we should be doing that anyway. I think we should be, yeah, we are bypassing the press, are we? Play through the press, that's what we should be doing. Not quite sure why that was changed, but then I've been away for a while. Opposition lack work rate, we can check that in a minute. Suwon concede most chances through the middle. Do they? Do they? Let's check their formation and as control possession. Expected. Remember, this is only what is expected that they're going to play. But that means we should have a higher line. I'm not going to. Their assist areas mainly through the middle. They score. They do allow a lot of assists through the middle. So he may be right in that respect. But we have strength out on the wings. But the team that we've selected, maybe he's right. So let's go through the middle. Let's just do that. Encourage our players to superior duel winning. We tackle hard enough as it is. And what is this one? This make us more effective goers. Likely concede chances from deep areas. He's going to tell me to hit early crosses. I don't know. Do they concede a lot from deep areas? 3 assists from deep areas. Nah. Oh no, 5 assists from deep areas. Out of that many, I don't think that's worth it. Corners, only 2. Through balls is where they are most dangerous. I can see up the middle they are most dangerous. So I'm not quite sure about playing up through the middle, but we'll try it. I think we should probably start with a higher line. But I'm going to start with a standard line, I think. Just to be on the safe side. I'm going to ask them to step up more. Regroup in FM26 is a very good one to use. I do like regroup. Probably do better. I think it's weird to say this now. Rasmus Højlund. You're absolutely right, James. And I think Amarin didn't know how to use him, and Amarin's system didn't work for him or for many of the other players. And now we've got Carrick in there. Carrick's gone back to soak up the pressure and counter-attack a pace. That's how United always played when he was playing, when Solskjaer was playing, when Rooney and all the rest of them were playing, and Butt and Scholes and Keane. That's how we played. Soaked up pressure, direct, get it up the field as fast as possible, and that included dribbling as well as good direct passing. And that's what his Carrick's gone back to, and you can see how effective it's been. And so Hoyland just did not fit. I think Hoyland would have done better playing under Carrick, because Hoyland did have a bit of pace, he had a bit of strength, and by playing direct football, he would have been able to use that. And that's what I'm seeing with him in Italy. And he's become a very good striker in Italy. And it's a shame that United had poor management. It's a big shame. But I'm not sure. Has he got a problem again? even my assistant can't pick a bench here. I don't know what the rule is that I'm breaking. We're allowed 5 foreigners in the squad, so it's not that. What is the rule that I'm breaking? Let's get rid of him then, because we're allowed 8, I think. 18. Now it's gone down 1. Why has it gone down 1? I just don't get it. So if I put him up here, I just don't get this. Maybe it's to do with the age. I just don't know what it is. I've got to lose another one now, haven't I? So let's lose. Like, that probably means I can only bring 2 subs on during play. Yeah, Sadio Mane, James. But he's retiring in the summer. What is the problem now? Yeah, unfortunately, Max, you're right. Hoyland was never used properly. And that's unfortunate. He's moved on now. I don't believe that Sesko is anywhere near as good as Hoyland. I actually rated Hoyland, and I said on this stream many, many times that we needed to give him time and proper service. And I said, like, so many times, if United could give him some service once in a while, he'd score goals. And the likes of Garnacho hurt him badly, because Garnacho is one of the most selfish players that I've come across. I think I've only ever seen one more selfish player, and he was a guy who used to play in my school team, and he never passed the ball. And, I think he's like the only one I've known to be more selfish than Garnacho, and Garnacho hurt Hoyland a lot. Diallo, Ahmad at the beginning was just the same, but Ahmad is learning to be a little bit more of a team player now, and he does pass the ball. But both of them were the same for a while. All right, team instructions. I'm losing the plot here, boys. So I think, yeah, I'm much happier with United now, and to be honest, even if we lose a couple of games, it won't matter, because we're kind of like, for me, playing football the way we should be playing, and that matters. And I do love counter-attack football, and it looks good to watch. And defensively, we're doing very, very well. I'm quite impressed with Harry Maguire. I think we should be giving him another contract. I've been very impressed with Maguire's work rate, his effort, and his commitment to the club, to be fair. So he's come into his own. Fernandes has suddenly become a very, very good player under Carrick. And I'm very grateful I've got him in my fantasy team. I've had him in there for a while, and it's paid off lately. And there's something not right here because they are getting a little bit too much space again, aren't they? And so we need to just lift the line a bit. Let's go to a higher line. Again, they're just getting a little bit too much space. And we need to stop them getting that space. Yeah, I've watched some of the Winter Olympics, James. There's been a couple of good crashes so far. But I'll tell you what I did enjoy yesterday. I just wanted to relax for a couple of hours. I've been making all kinds of videos for my book and stuff. And I relaxed for a couple of hours. I was watching the curling. And the skill level in that. Well, the British team are so good at that. And they can get that stone to stop on a sixpence. Get in. Oh, what a good save. And I actually did enjoy that, especially as they beat the Americans quite comfortably in the end. And I could get into this Winter Olympics. I've done a bit of skiing myself, downhill skiing. But I had to give it up when I did my knee in, when I crashed into a tree in Austria. And, yeah, I forgot the skis don't come with brakes. And I was just a little bit cocky. So I do like winter sports anyway. And I do enjoy watching the crashes, as I know that people enjoyed watching mine. When I did mine, it did cause a bit of laughter on the slopes. It was a bit painful for me, but they enjoyed it. Go on, son. Go on, Mane. Oh, Mane, I expect more of you. And yeah, I am enjoying what I've seen of the Winter Olympics. So Champions League. Have I watched any of that? Not sure. I obviously enjoy my football. I thought today's game, this is why FPL, the Football Premier League, is such a good game, is because City and Liverpool for 80 minutes was deadly dull. It was I kept wondering to myself, is any team actually going to do anything here? And then it just, for the last 10, 50 minutes, it exploded. And you could not take your eye off it for the last 10 minutes. And that's what the Premier League is all about. And also the fact that you can be beaten. And no matter how good a team you are, you can be beaten. That's why I love the Premier League. I like the shocks more than anything. So, Philippines bobsleigh team, that'd be funny. Martinez and Harry are playing very well. Yeah, Maguire, I'm very, very impressed with of late. The last 4 games, he suddenly found that he belongs in this Man United team. It's a Man United team that are playing the way he remembers it. And yeah, I've been very impressed with Maguire. A lot of those players have suddenly remembered how important it is to play for that club. There's still something wrong, isn't it? I can't lift the lineup anymore, but there's still... And we are stepping up, so I think I just need to be patient, let them shoot from outside the box and not panic. They're still finding space to get those long shots away. I wonder if it's the pitch is quite long and I need to go just push up that little bit more. Might be the pitch is long. I don't always have time to check these things. But they are still finding space there, despite the fact that I've moved to a higher line. So we have to just keep an eye on that. It might just be prudent just to let them have long shots if they're not brilliant at long shots. Leave job in the Philippines. It's either a crash or a close call. You know, these athletes, these skiers, the bobsleigh, they all know that they that they could get hurt. And like I knew when I was skiing, you're going down those slopes. Well, I wasn't going at 90 mile an hour, but they are going down those slopes at 90 miles an hour. And I don't think I ever went past 70. And if you're doing that, you're going to get hurt at some point. And I'm going to hurt one or two of these boys. Now we've got these little threaded through balls. Yeah, this is not... I don't like this. I'm going to go back to... where are we? I'm going to go back to a standard line. I'm going to let them have long shots. Because I don't... they are the worst things in FM, is those little through balls from about 10 yards outside the box. You can't defend them unless you go deep, unless you defend deep. I think these boys need a rocket at half time. And I'm far from pleased. Appeared inspired by that. So yeah, I mean, enjoying the Winter Olympics. And the crashes are crashes. They know it can happen. You're landing in snow and netting. You're not going to die from it, but you can get badly hurt. But they know it's a risk that they take, and some of them though are quite spectacular. Juventus is losing to Lazio, is it? Oh my good God! They were the richest club in the world. Lazio, were they? Oh. 88 mile an hour, you did that. I don't think I was ever going more than 70, 75 when I was... I mean, I was going down black runs. Is that what I forgot to do? Oh, no, I did that, didn't I? I was going down black runs, so I was going at a pretty decent lick, but I don't think I ever got to 90 miles an hour. Probably 75 miles an hour I'd say would be tops for me. But that's still pretty scary when you're going down a hill on some skis. And yeah, it did destroy my knee when I went into a tree. But I knew, like, you know, if you do this kind of nonsense, you can get hurt. Like I played rugby and hurt my other knee. You get hurt sometimes. And it's part of the game, as my old headmaster used to say. That was terrible. Who was that? Park Soo-hee. He should have just blasted that back across where it came from. It was absolutely dreadful. And we're going to go up to a balanced mentality now. Just push forward a little bit more. Just try and... they're going more attacking, are they? Well, you can do that, which means that you should leave a little bit of space. We need to counterattack quicker, don't we? If they're going more attacking, I want us to move the ball quicker. So let's do that. So let's go to a higher tempo. If I can, if I'm allowed. And is that all I'm allowed to do? And let's increase our passing distance. And let's try and move the ball up the pitch, because if they're coming at us, they'll leave space behind. That's the cunning plan. I don't know if it'll work, but we can give it a try. Diaz got a hat-trick. Harry Kane can't stop scoring in Germany. It just goes to show how easy the Bundesliga is compared to the Premier League. Oh! I'm very impressed, James, that you managed to reach a speed of 88 miles an hour. That is Olympic class. I'm very, very impressed with that. I thought I was quite quick at about 75. But 88, James, is absolutely awesome. I was much younger when I was doing it. Much, much younger. But blimey, I could never reach those speeds. Never, ever. I used to love going skiing until it was a door that was closed forever. Really loved it. So yeah, the Winter Olympics, it's quite an enjoyable event. I wish the presenters wouldn't treat me like I'm a child. They're like, and I don't know if it's because they're trying to get people who've never watched the Winter Olympics, but they're talking to me like I'm a baby and I don't even know what skiing is, and I don't know what that's about. So I changed the way that they're presenting it, because I don't think there's so many people out there who have no idea what skiing is, or what curling is, or bobsleigh, or ski jumping. I mean, goodness sake, I can go back, I can remember Eddie the Eagle Edwards. I'm that old that I remember him. People in this country know what goes on in the Winter Olympics, and they're treating people like they're children a little bit, the presenters, and I don't like that very much. But the events I'm enjoying. Let's make some subs. I've got some very tired boys out there. Very tired boys. I'm not going to be happy if they only draw this, so I'm going to go up to a positive mentality now. I'd rather lose it than not win it, because we're not trying. Is there anybody playing badly? Sadio Mane's not playing particularly well. So let's bring Sadio Mane onto the wing, because Park Soo-hee can come back to left back. And Chu Young-wook. Mane shouldn't be. Park Soo-hee. I don't want to take him off. So now that's a little bit better. Lee Sung-mo is playing very well. Don't want to take him off. Moon Sung-min is playing very well. Don't want to take him off. Lee Sung-mo, again, playing very well. Don't want him to come off. But the right back is not very well. So we'll give him a run out. Choi Hyun-tuk. Huh? Who's my other right back then? Won-sung. No, it says he's a right back. Oh no, he's a midfielder. Choi Jun is a right back. Better as a left back, but doesn't matter. And I think we'll give him a game instead of Moon Sun-min. So come on, boys. Let's get the goal that we need. You should be beating this team, so you're not used to the pressing intensity. Well, get on with it, sunshine. I'm not doing it on rental skis, though. Your own skis. Oh, okay. I always used rental skis. How much do you wax them? Do you wax them a lot then? Because I used to think I waxed my skis a hell of a lot to get to 75. You must be waxing them a huge amount, are you? Or are you just that good? I'm impressed that you got to that speed. I really am, because it's not easy. People think it's easy. No, it isn't. It's a very difficult thing to do, skiing. To do it well, it's very difficult. Eddie Eagle was the last time you watched it, Rob Taff, was it? How many years ago was that? So long ago, wasn't it? So long ago, Eddie. They made a movie out of it in the end, didn't they? Eddie the Eagle Edwards. The ski jumper. You gotta love it. And the spirit of the Olympics that was, wasn't it? That is the spirit of the Olympics. He was absolutely rubbish. But he wanted. He really, what's he doing up top? He really wanted What have I done here? I've messed up here, haven't I? Mane can come on there then. Park Soo-hee can stay there. Choi Jun is a right back. He's a forward. This is where I'm messing up, aren't I? Mane should be left wing, and Park Soo-hee should be... That's why I'm messed up here. Talking too much, you see. I think I'm only allowed 3 subs, aren't I? Let's try put another sub on. I don't think I'll be allowed to, though. No. So we'll leave it at that, and hopefully we'll go out and win the game. The 80s, the days of the Sinclair Spectrum. Are you that old, Rob Taff? Are you really that old that you can remember all that stuff? I mean, I can go back as far as the beginning of the 70s. That's when I was a teenager. So I can go back to the beginning of the 70s. But the 80s, I thought you were a young boy, to be fair. I usually get them to do one ski before taking it to the shop and get waxed and sharpened. Oh, okay. Generally keep me going through my holiday. How often do you go, James? I mean, it's an expensive thing to do. I mean, I only used to go, well, it's mostly once a year, but sometimes I'd go twice during the winter. Not long term, 51. Oh, you're catching me up, Rob Duff. Because I'm getting younger. Oops, we are going to invite ourselves open to the counter because we're pushing bodies forward now. And I'm going to push more bodies forward now. We're going to make these boys wing backs. We're going after this goal. Better to lose than to draw against this team. Oh, come on, referee. Absolutely shocking tackle. Send him off. Just a yellow. Used to be twice a year. Now I'm only doing once a year. Yeah. Also, I always found it very expensive. James, really expensive. Once a year was about what me and my friend Martin could afford. Great fun though. I loved it. Après ski is just the best thing ever. If you haven't ever experienced après ski, you have to get it on your bucket list because you have to do it. It's one of those things you have to do once in your lifetime. Just so that you know when people talk about it, you know what they're talking about. Just one of those things you have to do. I loved après ski, the warm wine and the singing and yeah, I just loved après ski. It's just one of those great times. I'm not too happy with these boys. See, this is another team at the bottom of the league. Right, let's go attacking for time added on. I think the dry ski centre is still in Fairwater. We used to have one in West Wales, in Aberyron, where I got my first proper job. There was a dry ski slope there. Used to have a lot of them in the UK at that time. They've closed so many of them now. Such a shame. Not happy with his team about that. He should have won it. Yeah, not happy with you. But I think we're going to go on and win the league anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And we've won the Champions League, so I'm leaving anyway at the first opportunity. I don't think it helps. I've got so many players injured. So where's the... Oh, we've got the cup next. 3 days. I'm going to rest them for a day. I think I might get away with it. Although it's just nipped over to Monday really quick there. That's another thing that I don't like about it. It nipped over to Monday very, very sharply there from Saturday. There's no need for that at all. So probably now we'll get to Wednesday and I find that I can't play half the team. Rob, is a good way to teaching yourself to ski, as how I started the Dry Tricks live in Washington when they were playing with a brilliant instructor with... Okay, cool. So I mean I just went, gosh, I remember the first time I went, we always went to a place called Phil's Moose, which is about 50 kilometers from Salzburg. It's some of the best snow I've ever seen. And I remember the first year just being on the nursery slopes, and I really struggled to get off the nursery slopes. I did manage to I did manage to get up a couple of levels by the end of that first week. So, but I really struggled on the nursery slopes to begin with. I remember, but I think by the time I'd been going for 3 years, I mean, it was something that I could do quite easily. And yeah, the reason I would say people should go and do it is not to become good at skiing, but to experience what après ski is all about. Because for me, that's what it's all about, is après ski. I love it. So let's change these wing backs. And Joy, I think I want to give this DM who plays as a... We've got a DM who plays as a fullback. Where is he? Is he on the pitch already? No, where is he then? Oh, there. No, we got Park Chu-si. Or maybe he doesn't play as a fullback anymore. Or maybe I've sold him. Choi Hyun Tuk. He can have a game. I'm really struggling for this DM. I think my DM might be injured, is he? Yeah, Lee Sung-hyun. Is he the DM? No, he's the attacking mid. This guy must be the DM. No, he's an attacking mid as well. So who's the DM then? Kim Dong-hyun is my DM. So we need him in there. I'm going to give a game to Lee Sung-min, wherever he is. Lingard still... That's Jesse Lingard as well. So I got Mane and Lingard. But I think both of them are leaving in the summer. Luan Diaz is a very good player. Mirez is a very good player, but they're both injured. Where's Lee Sung-min gone then? There he is, Lee Sung-min. Going to give Al Arab a break and play Lee Sung-min. So there's my wing back come DM. He's quite a good player. So we'll leave him on the bench for now. He would be a good... if I'm allowed a bench, because I'm breaking some rules here, but I don't know what they are. Cho Young-wook can come back into... Mane can come back here. Park Chu-si onto the bench. Cho Young-wook. It's like coming back to this game after 4 weeks away, it's hard to remember who your team are. What was he? I used to know them like the back of my hand. So he can play in here. I wonder if I'll get away with that. I don't have a striker, do I? I think I'm only allowed, 7 subs. So I need to put a striker on instead of... Where is that young kid? Where is he? Is that him? No. Where's the young boy who's scored in the Champions League final? He's disappeared off the face of the planet. Can't see him there at all. There's no striker there at all, apart from Mires. Maybe he's gone back to the youth team. Is it? That's not him. I don't know where he's gone. There he is. Kim Jun. Why has he been suddenly transferred back? I want him in the first team. Give him some experience. I don't know why that happens. See, he's not even there now. I don't know what happens. He's not allowed to go into that squad. Dry track teachers, you not fall and the basics. Broke my hand on a dry track. That's the only thing I can remember about doing dry track. I broke my hand as I fell and put pressure on my hand and broke it. If it had been snow, I'd have been fine. We should postpone our Hannah because we have 6 players. Yeah, let's postpone it then because I've already got a Trotton injured. What's his advice anyway? Ulsan opposition report. Let's have a quick look at that. And control possession again. We're going through a spate of these at the moment. These are a good team though. Goal analysis. Not too much from corners. Mostly through the middle. I think we'll keep focusing play through the middle. In possession, that is, progression through the middle. I think we'll keep doing that, although it wasn't very effective for us last time out. But they don't concede much from wide areas. On the other hand, they score from a lot of crosses. I don't want to go into a bad run here, a draw. I want to play cautiously. If it means getting another draw, we'll just take another draw. What we don't want to do is lose. So standard line, mid-block. I guess I'm going to go higher line because they're going to attempt to play control possession again. But never done a South Korean save, done a Japanese. I did a Japanese one last time. I enjoyed that. I was with Hiroshima, if you remember. Really quite enjoy these Southeast Asia ones. But I need to get out of Southeast Asia, and I don't think that there's still any jobs available. 4 available now. China's no good to me. I need to get to South Africa or South America. So as soon as possible, we'll be, once they become available, we'll be applying for jobs. What I don't want to be happening is Seoul offering me another contract. That would be... Yeah, Brazil is an option. Argentina is an option. I don't even mind starting in their second league, second tier, or even the third tier. Even for South Africa, I think last time out I started in the second division in South Africa. But I need to move soon. We have a speed advantage, do we? Are you sure? Aim to frustrate. We need to be cautious. I am using a cautious mentality. He wants me to stay on our feet then, does he? And then he'll go, when we do the opposition instructions, what he will do then is go and put a load of people on hard tackling. Okay, we can do that. I'm not quite sure that these guys are actually going to be allowed to play. But he's right, we do need to... The Seoul board expect the team to lose, and the supporters are predicting a win. I have a funny feeling that we're going to lose this because we've won everything. Every competition we've been in, we've won it. And at some point, the game gets fed up of that. And, it just turns nasty. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go and lose this one. We've got injured players coming back to fitness. I got a really good forward line. It's just my defence hasn't been great lately. But then that's probably my fault because I messed the lines up. Still can't do opposition instructions. Can I? Yes, I can. It'll stop. That means I don't have to go and... I don't have to go... Paul, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm a little bit better. It was a tough time. But things that apparently I'm going to have to get used to, and the only thing to do when it happens, it's not life-threatening, it's not dangerous, it's just a problem and I need to rest. So yeah, now that I've learned how to deal with it, I don't have to fear it so much. I think I need to be telling them we need to be doing better than we did last time, but that's not there. But we're not expected to beat these guys. We must be underdogs. We were, because like I said, we're only supposed to finish 8th, was it? 8th in the league. So, this is an attacking setup, isn't it? So we're not expected to actually... What's going on there? Is there a problem here? Is there a problem here? No. So we're actually not expected to win anything. So the fact that we've been winning every competition we've entered, at some point it's got to come to an end. I'm not tactically that good. And at some point our forwards will just be out of form and I'll get frustrated and annoyed and start shouting at the game again. And how are you doing, Paul? It's good to see you. Again, look at the space. Look at the space. This is what you've got to work out, is where's the space. But that is always going to be more dangerous than shooting from out here. So I guess that's the right thing to do. We covered that little through ball. So far, I'm happy we've got the space covered up. If we can just win the ball now, nicely done. There was a Brazilian job. Oh, we'll have a look after, because Brazil is definitely on the map. I mean, there's no point in staying here now. There's nothing more I can win here. So I've got to get out as fast as possible. I mean, I can stack up trophies. Last year I did 30 trophies in 10 seasons. So far, I've won 4 trophies in a season and a half. So we're still on queue. I don't think I can ever repeat 30 trophies in 10 seasons. But, 4 in a season and a half is pretty good. And if I go on and win 2 more here, then that'll be 6 trophies in 2 seasons. So that will be a good start. But, giving away a penalty. When that happens to me, it's always outside the box. When it happens with the opposition, it's always a penalty. Always, always, always. So we can guarantee that's a penalty. Oh, no, it isn't. What happened there then? Wasn't it even a free kick? It wasn't even checked. Just thinking of a new save that's not in Scotland. What about a different country completely? What about a different part of the world that you would never consider? What about doing something like this? Can you do a Pentagon challenge? Can you win all 5 of the major tournaments? That takes you to different parts of the world, and I love doing this. The other thing to do, which is great fun, is to move 10 years into the future. Senegal would be good. Move 10 years into the future, and then pick the team who are go to November, I can't remember the exact date, I think it's November the 19th. Pick the team who are 19th in the Premier League, and then do the Ferguson challenge. That's also fun to do. Do it in the future, because you just don't know who you're going to get, who are going to be 19th in the Premier League, and that's good fun to do as well. The last time I did it, I got Norwich, and that became known as the Wilden save. Lewis Wilden, who became such a good striker. And that's good fun, doing the Ferguson save 10 years into the future. The other one, so there's a Pentagon kind Journeyman, which is what I'm doing. Then you've got the Ferguson save. And then, what else could you do? The other save I like doing is Benfica. The reason why I like doing that is Benfica are always about £500 million in debt. And you bring through these great players and you have to sell them. It's so frustrating. It's so annoying. But these young players, they become great players, and it's like one day you get to hold on to them and you go and win the Champions League, but so frustrating at the beginning because they're always 500 million in debt and you have to keep chasing the debt for them. But okay, he's taken a knock. Kim Jin-soo. Choi Jun can come on for that. We're not doing very well. I did say we could lose this because we can't just keep winning every competition. The forwards have stopped scoring. If you notice, this is what I said. The forwards have stopped scoring. I don't think we're defending that particularly bad. We're only giving 1 goal away a game. I think I want to play with a higher tempo, though. I want them to start moving the ball around a little bit better, because we're not moving the ball very well. Just shift it on. We're good enough to do a little bit of one-touch passing. That's better, Mane. Get further forward quicker. Go on, come on. Little inside ball. Don't be a donkey. Oh, he's at the post. set up the Ferguson Challenge. Yeah, you got to move it on about 10 years into the future, Paul. And then I think it's November. You might have to check, Google it. What date did Ferguson join United? And then you join that team on that date in November. And I think the challenge is you've got to win the FA Cup after 4 years. That's your first trophy. Then you've got to win the Premier League once. Then you've got to, within 7 years, you've got to win the Premier League back to back. And then you've got to win the Champions League. No, you've got to win the Fairs Cup, it was in those days. So you've got to win the Europa League. And then you've got to win Champions League back to back, and then you've got to win the treble, and you've got to do all that within 10 years. Or I think it's 12 years. And that's fun to do. Can be done because you've got 4 years to build up a really good team. So it can be done. And then you just, I did it with Norwich. In fact, I did it in about 7 years with Norwich, because I had that striker, Lewis Wilden. He was just awesome. He just like came up through the youth ranks. What a player. And yeah, we managed it in about 7 or 8 seasons at Norwich. It's an awful lot to do, but it can be done. In fact, I remember when I did it in 2022, FM22, I actually somewhere, I think in the description of one of the videos, you'll find the rules that I set up for it. The opposition are in control, are they? Well, let's try and take control back a little bit. I don't think we're doing anything wrong. They're just a better team than us. Offside, Sam. No, he wasn't offside, was he? Yes, he was. This is Seoul. I'm managing Seoul. This is the cup. We're going out of the cup by the look of it. But I need to get away from here. I don't really care what happens for the rest of the season, because we've won the Champions League now and I can't do any more here. So I need to get out of here. I also have this fullback, as I recall. So show me something else. You've been absolute rubbish. He's tired. He's not much of a DLP though, is he? He could play centre mid. No, he can't. I need these players back who are injured. I don't want to change anything, I don't think. We haven't got the ball. So maybe I need more possession. I don't know. We're playing shorter passing. Maybe the tempo's too high. Let's go lower tempo. Trying for a while to keep the ball. And we'll play with a standard width. And I'm going to take off this play out through the middle nonsense. It's not worked in 2 games now. Anxious, are you? So you should be. If you lose this, you know what the manager gets like. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we've won all the trophies in a season and a half, culminating in winning the Champions League just about a month ago. And I need to get out now. There's nothing more that I can do. We've reached the top. Winning the Champions League, of course, is as high as you can go. So this petty little cup means nothing I'd rather win the league. If I have to stay here, I'd rather win the league. But I don't want to stay. I need to get out now and meet the challenge somewhere else. Because, like, I've only got 10 seasons to do it all in. And I need to get out. But I only have to win 4 of the 5 major trophies. So 10 seasons should be enough to do it. But I've got to get out fast. As soon as you win one, you've got to get out fast. And I'm not seeing any jobs available at the moment in the countries that I need them to be available. I don't want to go to China. There's no point. Go on, son. Oh, you donkey. We're not playing very well at all, are we? Creating chances, though, at least now. I'm going to just up it to positive. We've got to go for it now. Mentality sometimes wins you a game when all else is failing around you. Good pass. Just means we'll get more bodies forward. I might go to... I think I already play more disciplined. They're just like not functioning as a team like they used to. It was such a disciplined outfit before. And then I might go counter-attacking. Problem is, when your strikers stop scoring, it's really difficult to know what to do. Defending's easy. But when your strikers stop scoring, it can often be very difficult to know what to do. And what could be the reason that they... Let's just take that off. And tackling. Come on. One chance. Nice little pass into space. No, that's not going to work. We need one of those little passes that we do. Corner ref? No, he's given a goal kick. What sort of a play was that? Yeah, this is kind of like I only have to do 4 of the 5 because I'm time limited. I've only got 10. I think I did last season was 11 seasons. So I've only got 11 seasons. So I set 4 as the target rather than 5. So this is always... I don't know if you've ever come across that. Like, he's not used to the pressing intensity that he's being asked. I can't remember who it was now. I think it was it Kim Jong-jin? It's not used to the pressing intensity, or it appears that he's not used to the pressing intensity. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was this guy. You get that message. Go and have a look at how much you're asking him to press. And he's not being asked to press at all hard. And the advice you're given is that it appears that he's not used to it. Then make him used to it. Just make him used to it by getting him to trigger press harder. Because your instinct is to say, oh, blimey, let's not get him trigger pressing them because he's not used to it. We want to ease off the trigger pressing. No, he needs to press harder. And that's the secret to that little one. That's like a little FM puzzle that not many people know the answer to. So remember that one. Lee Sung Mo. All my DLPs are always getting tired. What is their problem? He's not playing particularly well. Neither is he. That's because he's not used to pressing very hard. Just make him press harder and he'll soon wise up. He's not playing very well either. Denya's not playing very well. Ooh, a conundrum. Because I've only got one more sub, haven't I? It's always probably better to do the fullback. So Choi Yun Tuk can come over there. Oh no, wait a minute. Choi Jun has just come on, hasn't he? Choi Hyun Tuk. I need a right back. Yeah, he can come on at right back. Right. Final throws of the dice. No, I wouldn't either, which is well, first off, this time for political reasons, but I can never understand the rules. Like, I don't understand the rules in South Korea very well, but Jesus, in America, the rules are almost impossible to maneuver, and I try to avoid doing USA. But then you could do it by playing with a club in Mexico, which should be pretty cool. If you could win it with a team from Mexico, that would be kind of cool. But I started off doing this save, not by doing 5, but by seeing how many I could get in 10 years. And it's continued like that. I think I can do 4 in 10 years. I did it last time, culminating in winning the Champions League with Newcastle, as you guys recall. I think we can do 10 or 11 years to get 4 again this time. And that way you don't have to play them all. You get to choose as well. There is one you can leave out. So it's obviously you're going to play South Africa, you're going to play Asia, and you're going to play the Champions League. You've got a choice of 2 then for the other one. South America, for me, would always be favourite for that one. But I wouldn't rule out doing Mexico one day. That would be quite fun. Challenging. Go on, son. Go on. We need this goal. We're going to go out the cup unless we get this goal. Is Mane playing? He's almost non-existent. Well, I think we're getting more possession, but we don't look very dangerous just passing the ball around like that. Should have scored. And that's the problem when you stop scoring goals. Doesn't matter how well you defend. We've just got caught by that one little... They haven't looked dangerous since they scored. We just got caught by that one goal early on and we can't score. It's not our year for the cup. What I could do, because we've got to go after it now, I am going to go at a higher tempo now. I'm going to up the passing directness. And I don't think we need to bother playing through the press. Just get the ball forward. Just get it forward as fast as possible. Dribbling. I don't want us to dribble. I want us to pass the ball I'm going to push the line up. And we're going to counter press now. They're going to have to work for their... We don't need to bother with a pressing trap. You're going to have to work, boys. Actually, that might not be a good idea now. Yeah. Let's just try that. Let's just get bodies up into their half of the field. That's all I can think of now. It's now down to the game engine. Over America save, the system is so disillusioned over the top. I just like, one day I'd like to master it, I suppose, but I'm too scared now. I'm too old and too scared. I tried it before a long time ago. I just could not work out at all. And that's how we're playing at the moment. It's not very good, is it? When we were playing well, we'd be banging those in. But now, it's not looking good at all. Would be unusual for this team to be knocked out in this early round. But they are a much better team than us, so I wouldn't complain about it. Especially with all the injuries we've got. We are not a good team at the moment. Mane is not at his best, and he's really the only one I've got at the moment of the good players that I've got. And he's not at his best at the moment. He did do that ridiculous Rabona, the first goal of the night. That was just so cool. But since then, he's been pretty non-existent. But there we go. Can't win every game, can you? Not even Pep can do that. Come on, boys. We're only one goal. That's a good pass. If you're onside. He was offside. Come on, boys. Let's go attacking now. Let's just stop this. Let's make these into wing backs. And let's go attacking. Might as well. Let's get everybody up the pitch. Get in! Now you've always got this, like, do I stop? Do I actually take off what I just did? Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't a result of that. So now the problem is, do I continue to attack? When I get that message, do you want to continue with the tactical changes? No, so it was a result of me going attacking. Now I'm playing a very risky game. Now that we are level, it's a very, very risky game with the wing backs especially, and then the attacking, because I could be vulnerable. But if we score, then I'll have turned the game on its head just by doing that. So everything is risk balancing, isn't it? It's like, this is where the nerves set in now. Are we good enough to be playing in attacking mode, or are we going to concede? We've got to go for it, and I'd rather win it in 90 minutes, I think, than take it to penalties, although we are good at penalties. Oh, referee, send him off. So we are back in this. So it's just one goal, and then I wouldn't know if we score again. I won't know what to do. I'll just go defensive, I think. But is it going to go to extra time is the question, when I've got so many tired players. There's not much happening, is there? Yeah, looks like extra time, is it? Or a replay, maybe? I don't know. Go on, son. Go on, you're in the clear. Where's the support? Nobody's there. They're all too tired. They can't get up the field. Oh, referee. He's got to send him off this time. Little free kick goal here. 94th minute. Come on, don't dilly-dally. Little free kick header. Go on, son. Go on. No. It's come out, though. There's still a chance. Get it into the box. Into the box. Quicker. This is too slow. Still got a chance. It's a corner. The referee's been very kind with the time added on. Well, we're not out of the cup yet, which I thought was going to happen. We're not out yet. I'm not quite sure how to approach. If there is extra time, I'm not quite sure how to approach it. Do you keep attacking them, or would I become a little bit more defensive now? I think since we've gone attacking, we've become a little bit more dangerous. Yeah, I reckon, Paul. We've got back into the game because we went attacking. It's time for everyone to dig in, though. Can I make any changes? I can make one, can I? They're all tired. Dog tired. Who's playing the worst? A striker. I could put Mane up top. Have I got a left winger? Park Chu-si. Let's put Mane up top. And Park Su-yi on the left wing. Can I make any more changes just out of interest? Yeah. Oh, I can. Can I make any more? I can. How many changes can I make? Let's go for it. Like I might be put myself in a good position here because I saved all my subs to extra time. Could end up being a draw in Italy. I don't think attacking is the best way to go. I think being patient was probably the best way to go. Not throwing bodies up the pitch. Not now that we've got ourselves back into it. I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. If we score first, if they score first, then we keep going attacking. If we score, then I might have to seriously consider going defensive. They're getting stuck in, aren't they? Be brave, they cry from the stands. But I've always prided myself on defending. I'm not one for attacking too much. Oh! I thought it was in. We are the better team, I think, at this point in time. Oh, come on, FM. We deserve a goal. Almost. We deserve a goal. We've been the better team. Just not sure that attacking this hard is the best way to go. I know you want me to be brave. It's the counter press has made them very tired, but they're just going to have to keep going. That's how we've got back into the game. There's the space. I spotted it, the team didn't. I saw it, the team didn't. The line's too high, isn't it? And they're going to take advantage of tired players. Yeah, I'll probably tell them all to shoot less often. Come on, we're still not out of this. One more goal. And then it'll be penalties. Oh. Come on, boys. Another chance. I did say we keep attacking if we went behind and we stay attacking. Another chance. It's not going to be our day, boys, is it? And clearly, in terms of chances created, we're much better. But unfortunately, my forwards are not functioning at the moment. And we are so much the better team. Right, first half's done, is it? All right, what shall I tell him? I can't tell him anything, can I? Just go for it, boys. That's what I'd shout at them. Just give them a shout. Can't give them a shout. What's happened to shouts? Have they taken them off again? Come on, boys. We're going out of the cup. We're definitely way the better team. Looking at the stats, this is kind of like a cruel exit from the cup competition. We've just absolutely slaughtered them in terms of chances created. Another one. It's no good telling me FM Seoul are playing some beautiful stuff. You've got to give me a goal for it. We've been far the better team. Just not our day. Unless we're going to get another late goal. It would be no less than we deserve. No, that's... Oh. Now, I'm not quite sure why the score suddenly gone to 1-1. I'm really not quite sure about this. But what do I know? Why can't I... This has just gone bonkers. Composure first. This is mad. How come it's 1-1? Was their goal disallowed? Well, yeah, but the goal must have got disallowed. But I'm absolutely certain I was looking at the score up the top, 2-1. Relax, pick your spot, and don't change your mind. Well, I don't know what's happening here. I think we have the game doesn't quite know what's going on here, as everybody has just stopped the crowd moving. Houston, we have a problem. I'm not sure that the game hasn't had a brain fart there, because I think we were losing. Pressing space, nothing happening. We were losing that game, and I think the game's had a brain fart. Enter, nothing's happening. What's this do? The crowd are moving, just nothing's happening. Which means, which probably means all those 3 games have to be replayed. I don't know what else to do. Space is not working. I think the game messed up there, because we were actually losing. I'm pretty sure I read the scores 2-1, and then I thought we'd lost. But then the score suddenly appeared as 1-1, and the game's got itself in a muddle. Now there's not much I can do. Which means all 3 games are lost. Oh, God. Any other suggestions, guys? I could instant result it, I suppose. The penalties is a lottery anyway. It'll probably come up that we lost 2-1. Oh, what's that for? Did we win? No, because Mane missed the penalty. So we must have lost. Yeah, we lost on penalties. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. I just don't understand what happened there. I'm pretty sure we were losing 2-1. So we deserve to lose anyway. So I don't know what happened. But more importantly, I got to have a look at the vacancies. Did you see one in Brazil? So I got China, Australia and Korea. The Brazilian one is insecure. Not yet. Not yet fired. So there's just one, really. There's a couple of Brazilians, but they're okay. There's a few insecure Brazilian ones, but their season hasn't come to an end yet. So where are they in the table? Second division team. They're right down the bottom. So he's going to get sacked soon. So we could probably end up there. But at the moment, it's just insecure. Control S, save. That didn't work. We'll just save it. So, okay, that's going to be it. Mane is the one who missed the penalty, is he? Tut tut, Mane. I told you he hasn't been playing well since the first game of the evening. But there we are. Wasn't a bad night. We can focus on the league now. Okay, I'm going to call it a night there, guys. Thank you for coming along. I will be back, but probably earlier. I'm going to try streaming earlier to save getting too tired. So I'll probably be back around about, I don't know, 5 o'clock, either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to ease myself in, ease myself back in after that little illness. And I'll probably do it earlier because I can feel like I'm feeling a little bit tired now. So probably come back earlier next time. As I said, we'll just ease ourselves in for the time being. Thank you for coming along. It's been good to stream again. It's been good to see you guys. And don't forget, if you do want to follow my adventures when I do finally leave the UK, you'll be able to do that on my other channel, which is the link to that is in the description of this video. There will be no updates on this channel about my life when I finally make that move, which is not far away now, 2.5 months. So do follow me on that other channel, which will be giving updates on how I get on when I make this big change in my life. Thanks for coming in, guys. I do appreciate it, and I will see you in the week sometime. I'll let you know in a communication post when it's going to be and what time. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it. Always have. Always love chatting to you. And it was good to chat about the Olympics tonight. Cheers, Max. Cheers, Paul. Cheers, James. Good to see you all. And I'll be back very, very soon. Take care. Be safe. See you soon.